Broadcasting from somewhere in the Hollywood Hills.
You have arrived. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast or visit our Facebook page, Facebook.com/Infinite Dance Cast, or our website, infinitedancecast.com.
And we're also available on iTunes for free. You can subscribe.
Free.
It will download to your computer or listening device automatically each and every week. Also, leave us a review. Give us 5 stars and a high five. And if you'd like to advertise with us...
We'll give you a t-shirt.
We'll give you a free t-shirt if we had one. And if you'd like to advertise with us, info@infinitedancecast.com. Emily Brown is our producer, and she will shoot you an email and get you all set up.
We'll get that set up, yeah. If you go and you look at Artist Simply Human, which is on Facebook, or ashdance.com, you can see some of the voiceover and commercial that Nick and I have already done.
Absolutely.
For them, so you can get some ideas.
On the show today,
Very famed.
Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
And fabulously beautiful.
And fabulously beautiful, absolutely. Miss Makenzi Swicegood is here. You've heard her referenced on this show before. She is, in fact...
They just have never heard her last name.
Oh, that's right. I was keeping it quiet.
She shall rename nameless.
Rename it?
Wait. She shall remain nameless.
Remain
there we go.
nameless. Until today.
And there was a song. There's a song, which is a great song.
There's a song called Makenzi Swicegood?
No. She shall remain nameless.
Oh,
God,
man,
it's hard to say.
Anyway, she's here on the show, and I'm going to try to not give her too hard of a time.
No, I know. You need to behave.
I do.
I'm excited for this interview because I've had the pleasure of working with the DCC, as if you know them, that's what they're called, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. And I think going in, working with them, I had a different picture of what it was going to be, and when I came away from it, I was really extremely impressed.
Yeah, I mean, this is no little dance troupe, as non-dancers like to call it. You know, when they say,
right.
Hey, what troupe are you a part of? Like, really? Has anyone ever been a part of a dance troupe?
A troupe.
A troupe. What is that? So anyways, she was on Dallas Cowboys for a while, and she's going to spit us some game in case anyone else is out there that wants to maybe audition one day. She's going to give you the tips and tricks and kind of give you the inside scoop on what it's like being a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
Yeah, if you're in that area and you're not sure, you're going to college or and you want to go to LA or New York, but that might be a really good place to start.
Right, and you know what's interesting too is that the Dallas Cowboys, the Laker girls, like anytime you dance for a team, it kind of gets a bad rap in the dance world. I feel like the dancers like, they're cheerleaders or they got pom poms or whatever. But what dancers don't realize sometimes is it's just as much work, if not more, in a different way than dance.
Well, it is more work, especially with the DCC, because they have to have full-time jobs during the day.
Yeah.
I mean, these women are really motivated and really disciplined.
And on top of that, look at any photo of them doing high kicks. They're all the same level.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
not like...
When I get to see some of that, when they show me, and then they are in such good shape.
They are. I'm pretty sure they do splits, too, on the Astro Turf, which can't feel good.
I was going to say with the last part where they jump up, they do all the kicks. I don't know how many counts of 8, too many to count. And then they kick, they jump, and they all land in the splits. And not only that, they're attached.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, I
could never do it.
And I kind of go every time.
Yeah.
Because I can't even go every time.
Oh, like you saw a mouse. Oh, look at that. Well, that's cool. Well, so she's in the studio, which is exciting because I've been wanting to get her on the show anyways.
Yes.
And
it's just another great outlet for dancers.
Yeah. I was kind of wanted to wait to have her on the show until I was like in major trouble or something, or I did something wrong, so this would like smooth it over, like, hey, come on my podcast. But I don't think.
You think that would have made everything okay?
Well, maybe. I don't know. I'm a big, powerful radio DJ.
That's what and as you say, we're journalists.
We're broadcast journalists.
I mean, hell.
With a microphone.
Yeah, so we think we're important.
We're not. We're not important, but you know who is important in our lives? All of you, the listeners. And, of course, God and our family.
Absolutely.
And so we want to thank all of you, especially the big man upstairs, for supporting us in our ventures.
Yeah, we're not talking about Michael upstairs.
No, well, he's one of our producers, but yeah, he is upstairs. But definitely, if it weren't for God, then we wouldn't be able to do all of this stuff.
We are truly blessed,
Yeah.
and we would love it if we could, by the end of the year, get to 10,000 downloads. We're pretty close.
We're real close.
We're really close.
So, yeah.
So help us spread the word, because we'd like to continue to give you the best information we can about the dance world, college, where you can dance, agents, photographers, just anything.
Right. Yeah. So we're getting the word out there. So keep spreading the word for us, and thank you very much.
So Nick, I hear you're writing.
Yeah, we're writing it with Michael
script.
Riccio. Yeah, another script. We're getting ready to start our feature film, and we're getting ready to shoot one, actually, a short film.
Wow.
Pretty soon here, and but with the looks of our production budget here at this show, we're going to be in some big trouble. So, but that's okay, because I mean, our production budget for the shoot is about the same. So we're going to do some creative.
What are you saying about the studio?
Well, the studio's great. It's the equipment, our microphone here.
It's our IKEA table.
Yeah. But you know what? You do what you got to do. Okay? So.
At least we make it happen.
At least we make it happen. Hey, I'm having fun. Are you having fun?
I love
This
it.
is episode 27. 27 weeks straight we've had interviews, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Except for 23, which we didn't have anybody, but we got to figure it out. Okay, music picks.
I think we're still good anyway. Okay, yes,
we're
music
great.
picks.
Yeah.
I'm here.
I'm here too.
I'm ready for you.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so my first music pick for this week, it is Christina Aguilera.
Of course it is.
Not one of her newer songs, but Ain't No Other Man. It was such a good tune.
Yeah.
It rocks. So if you have it, you probably have it maybe on a CD.
Yeah, and if you're saying that you don't have it, you're lying because you're embarrassed. And you know you have it.
Right. But you can digitally download it.
Yeah.
iTunes, you got that. The second one is Anna Begins. That's the counting crow.
What does she start? What is she beginning?
Nick, I have no idea.
I guess you have to. Well, you don't? Hey, did you know this song? Did you listen to this song?
It's one of my favorite songs.
Oh, well, you better
Actually,
figure out what she's beginning.
I mean, that's off their album August and Everything After. You don't have that?
I do.
Oh,
I know what she's beginning.
you tell me.
Well, no, I'm not. It's not my job to do your homework.
Here's the thing. I like the song. I don't have to know what she's beginning or ending.
Oh.
Fabulous song. And my last one is an interesting version of Here Comes the Rain Again. Hypnasia. Hypnogaja.
That sounds like a liqueur.
It is, I think.
I think so too.
But it's a really great version of that song.
Right. Okay.
So you must get it.
Where does this song take place? Maybe in the upper northwest of the United States, because it rains a lot. You suppose?
I guess. You might want to ask Annie Lennox.
You might want to ask Anna. Maybe she's beginning to open up her umbrella or something.
You are on.
I'm on today.
You are on fire.
Speaking of on, you're off because it's my turn for music picks. Oh,
Thank
zinger.
goodness.
Number one for me, Johnny Gill sings this song. You remember Johnny Gill?
Who could forget?
It's called The Floor, and I actually did a duet to this when I was about 12 years old.
I like that a lot of times he gives the background of that.
Well-
I did a solo to this one. We want to see these.
Okay,
Post
I
it.
will put a
Please
video
post
together. Number two for me, you're going to love this one, Desiree. It's called Turf Not Thomas / Why Isn't That Eel in the Sea?
What? Are you making these up?
I'm not. It's by the Retro. It's by the Retro Spankies.
Nick, where did you find this?
I found it on Pandora. It's such a strange song, but I love it.
What would you use it for? And then
I
he's going to
hallucinating.
Go listen to it.
I'm
and
just.
You tell me.
You go listen to it. You tell me. Number three. Number three for me, a song called Colleen. Colleen by The Heavy. I actually did a music video for this.
Okay.
So go check it out.
Oh, so that's probably like on YouTube.
Yeah, you could definitely see. I think I did the video for this one.
Oh my gosh, he doesn't even know.
I'm pretty sure.
He's getting old.
I did a video with Lindsay Thomas, and I think it's that. Either it's by them or by the Prescription Bandit.
It's okay, you're starting to sound like you're losing it.
I feel like I'm losing it. I think I did this one. Maybe not. I don't know. Tweet me.
Make sure you check those out on our website, infinitedancecast.com. All our music picks for all 27 episodes are listed for you.
Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. We'll be right back with Makenzi Swicegood.
Flow 40 Dance Workshops is the nation's premier in-house dance experience. We come to you and offer dancers a personalized workshop in the comfort of their own studio. Build a customized schedule to best suit your student needs. Our faculty work in every facet of the entertainment industry. And now, for a limited time, Desiree Robbins is in the mix. Book her for your next workshop. We're available for booking year-round. Visit flow40dance.com or call 818-985-7005 for more information. Flow 40 Dance Workshops. Work hard, dance strong.
And welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast or visit our website, infinitedancecast.com. And wait, Nick.
What?
The Facebook page. Facebook.com/Infinite Dance Cast.
That's right.
There you go.
She's a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader here to educate you about what it takes to follow a dream. Since the Cowboys, she's moved to Los Angeles and appeared as a dancer in television and film, including Invincible, Tekken, Glee, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, and most recently, Magic Mike, starring Channing Tatum and Matthew McConaughey. Yes, her hair color is real. Yes, you have heard her referenced on this program in previous episodes. She is the very lovely, the very beautiful, the very talented Miss Makenzi Swicegood.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
That was great.
I was nervous.
That was great.
I was nervous.
You did it perfect.
It was beautiful.
Well, thanks. Ooh, you're beautiful.
Aww.
Oh, that's
You have to say that.
blah. All right. So, anyway, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
And we're happy to have you. And but
Let's do her Twitter.
Twitter.
Her Twitter
Twitter.
plug so that people can find her.
It's at Mac Swicegood. That's MAKSWICEGOOD. And then Facebook.com/Makenzi Swicegood, which is
Yes,
MAKENZISWICEGOOD.
The longest name ever.
Goodness
I'm sorry
gracious.
about that.
That's okay.
We're happy to have you here. We know you have to run out and work.
I do in a little bit.
Yeah, tell everybody where you're going and what you're doing right now. Just today. She does a lot. but-
Today, I'm going out to Malibu to work with the Malibu Middle School cheerleaders. I work with them and their high school girls sometimes. So I do their choreography and some stuff for their camp. And right now, we're just working on basics with their middle school girls.
Yes.
So there's quite a bit of them, though. I'm excited.
Good.
So tell us about your background. You grew up in Dallas, and then your cheer background, and then we'll talk about the Cowboys.
I grew up in Dallas, and I was a gymnast.
I already said that.
I am just reiterating
Don't
what you
be
said.
hard on her.
Here we go. This is going to be a long interview. Yes, I did. I grew up in Dallas and in Nashville, actually. I did both and was a gymnast for a while and then danced mostly. And then I got caught up in the competitive cheerleading side of things after I quit gymnastics and loved that so much. And I couldn't really do both dance and cheerleading. So I had to pick one, and my feet don't really go well for ballet, so I picked cheerleading. So I did competitive cheerleading for a while, which was amazing, and I loved it in high school. And then right after high school, I auditioned for the Cowboys.
Well, tell us first about where you cheered. What?
Oh, at Cheer Athletics.
And that's
the
in
one
Dallas.
and only. Yes, it's the best all-star gym in the world.
It's like world renowned. Like
It's
people know
amazing.
her and come up to her and be like, "You're that blonde girl from Cheer Athletics."
Wow, and that's in Texas.
It's in Dallas.
Okay, got it.
Do they have a website?
CheerAthletics.com.
Oh, there you go.
So, yeah, people come from all over the world, I would assume,
They do.
to train there.
They do. Surprisingly, it's very different in California than it is in the South for cheerleading.
Oh,
People will
yeah.
come from different countries to go to cheer athletics. When here, they don't even want to go from Long Beach to Hollywood in a car.
A little lazy.
Yeah, and tell the listeners about how you'd have people come to your house from other states to like just stay.
Absolutely. In high school, it was so great. My mom was so wonderful. She just opened up her house to everybody that traveled from outside the state, mostly Oklahoma and other parts of Texas. But they would stay with us through the weekend just so they could train and go
That's
to practice
awesome.
at cheer athletics. It was so much fun. It really made my high school days so much better.
Right.
It was so much fun.
Meeting people and sharing something you all love.
Yeah, it was just great.
Okay, so and then after that, you decided to audition for the Cowboys.
Yeah, on a whim. I'm
dying to know how this connected.
You know, it's so funny. I was with Cheer Athletics, and we did one of the halftime performances for... I guess it was with the Cowboys cheerleaders, but it was for Toby Keith. He did the halftime at one of the Thanksgiving shows.
Sure.
And we were brought in just to do basket tosses and stunts and stuff along with the cheerleaders. And I remember one of my coaches just looking at the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders and was like, "That you would be so great doing that. You should do that." And I looked at him and I was like, "You are out of your mind. I would never make that team. Are you crazy?"
It is a very hard audition,
and
it's long.
At the time, I had no idea it was that hard.
Right.
I just thought, oh my God, they're beautiful and they can dance and they can kick, and I would never do that. I would never be picked to do that. And just a few months later, I started kind of thinking about where my future was going as a senior, and I graduated early from high school. And for that semester, I was in college just thinking, do I want to go to college and cheer like everybody else is doing, or should I just try a new, adventure? And that's when I decided to audition for the Cowboys.
That's awesome.
Crazy, because nobody else I knew was doing it. And before I knew it, I was through prelims and then semifinals and then finals came.
I cannot imagine that. I mean, just this. I see the girls and the stress and knowing the audition process, which I would love to get into. Mm-hmm. And there's so much I see for you out there thinking, oh, it's just a cheerleading gig. You don't understand how they mold.
No, absolutely.
Women from one place, they start here, and when they come out of this program, the kind of people that they are.
Absolutely. And I think that because I started when I was 18, I was the youngest one on the team at the time when I auditioned, that I was just a sponge.
So she was really good.
Yeah.
I don't think I was that good, and that's why I'm just shocked.
You're humble, and that's good.
I made it. But but because I was so young, those years between 18 and 21, I think really are influential for girls. And because I was there, it made me so much of a better cultured person than I could have ever been anywhere else.
Right.
So missing the college, 4-year sorority experience or whatever, I feel like I didn't miss out on anything because I got something so much better.
Well, that's like a sorority too, having all those girls.
Yeah, and it is.
It totally is.
How many girls are on the team each year?
It varies between 34 and 38 usually.
Oh my gosh, so that's quite a few.
It's big.
Well, there's the music for our first break.
Wow, that was fast.
That was quick.
Yes, it was.
That was quick. So we're in the studio with Makenzi Swicegood, and follow her on Twitter at Mac Swicegood. I'm sorry, I was away from the microphone, but that's because I have found a hair on my hand of hers.
Oh, God.
I'm always finding these long hairs everywhere. Anyways, we'll be right back. Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
As dance teachers, we spend countless hours editing music. Save time with professional audio engineers. Professional music edits for competition start as low as $49. Clean cuts at affordable rates. Give your dancers a leg up on the competition. Email them for a quote. Visit dezworld.com. That's DEZ world.com for more details.
Hey guys, this is Courtney Galliano from So You Think You Could Dance, and you're listening to Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
And welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. And please follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast, or visit our website, infinitedancecast.com.
Or at Nick Drago and at Desiree
I know,
Robbins.
I kind of started dropping them.
It's okay. Switching it up. We're in the studio with at Mac Swicegood, M-A-K Swicegood, Facebook.com/Makenzi Swicegood, and former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. And it's not Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders or Dallas Cowgirls.
Oh gosh, please don't say that.
It's the
please
Dallas
don't say Cowgirls.
Cowboys cheerleaders.
With an S.
That's correct.
And branding is very important here. So tell us real quick. We want to talk about the audition process. We want to talk about the USO stuff. But what I want to know first is the rules that you have to follow, because this is 24/7. You're not a cheerleader just for the game.
That's right.
Constant.
That's true. The rules. They're
also just because you're representing a brand, so it's more that it's
it's and they tell you when you first make training camp, which they call it before you make the team, you have a meeting, and you literally get a binder that's about 5 inches thick, and
Wow.
it's about
It's kind of like our
everything.
healthcare law.
It's about everything that they pretty much expect of you, and not just your contract, but the way that you should present yourself, whether you're on the field or off the field or in Cowboys attire or not. You know,
Right.
they expect a lot from you. And going back to the audition process, which is, it's also why they do interviews with you. They don't just watch you dance and watch you perform. They want to meet you as a person, and they go back in your background and see what kind of a person you are, because they want to make sure that whoever is representing the Cowboys is, you know, the best of the best.
Absolutely. Very important.
Yeah, so you really have to you have to realize that you're not just representing yourself anymore.
Right.
So whenever you're out at parties or you're doing, you know, just shopping around, you can't be rude to people, and because you're representing a whole franchise.
Well, and if you go out and you get crazy and you party and you get arrested or something, guess what the headline's going to read? It's not going to be Makenzi Swicegood arrested. It's going to be Dallas Cowboys cheerleader arrested.
Yeah. And that's a huge liability, and it just changes the whole.
Yeah, they just want to uphold a classy, you know, group of girls.
As it should be.
So,
it should be.
Quite honestly.
For some of our listeners that may want to one day audition for the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, what are some of the things, the tips and tricks that they may not know that you could give them?
And can we give them timing? Like, when does this process start? So
you
go
know,
ahead.
it's funny. It starts different for everybody. There are some girls who will start now.
Okay.
And keep in mind, though, prelims are usually in April, but they want to have their finals routine ready just in case. Okay. So there are some girls that will start training as early as a year ahead of time, you know, but there are, starting in January, there are usually Friday night classes that they hold at Valley Ranch, so you can actually go and take a class there from some of the former cheerleaders or current cheerleaders, and they'll teach you how to kick, and they'll teach you the basic style of dance, and there you can kind of get a better feel for what to expect for
Will they teach you how to tease your hair?
They will eventually. They had to.
If you get that far. The facility at Valley Ranch is quite beautiful. It's a really nice space.
It's amazing.
And you were on the team for 3 seasons.
I was on the team for 4 seasons.
4 seasons. That's what I said.
Yes.
And that makes you kind of like a dinosaur, right? Because there are not many kids, not many dancers. Dinosaur.
I don't think
that
a good
term.
word.
Well, I didn't mean dinosaur like you're old.
No. But
I mean
We have
like
to say veteran.
veteran.
It is a veteran.
Oh
yes.
man, I wish this wasn't live. Then we go fix that. I'm gonna be in trouble later.
Too bad. You've done it to me too.
I'm buying dinner either way. What does it matter?
Oh, come on.
Okay, so
Yes, that does make you a veteran. Most girls stay between 2 and 3 years on the squad, so anything more than that is exceptional. It takes a lot of time and dedication because it is a full year job that you're doing.
Huge time management.
but there are perks, right? The gym.
There are a
Tell us
lot
the
of perks. You know, as a lot of people know, you don't get paid a lot to be a professional cheerleader, but you don't have to pay for much in regards to your appearance, and tanning and makeup and hair and stuff like that is all paid for because of sponsors, which are wonderful during that time.
Sure.
And this is just speaking for the Cowboys in particular. I know there are other teams that maybe get more per game or get different sponsorships, and their process may be a little bit different, but you know, this is just for what I know.
Okay, so when we watched Dallas Cowboys making the team,
yes,
you were on there for 3 seasons.
I was the first, second, and third. Seasons.
So, and it's still going on CMT.
Yes, CMT.
Okay, how real was it?
It's very real. I mean, honestly,
that's real. I've been there when they've been filming.
Desiree's gone to his choreography there.
Yeah, no, it's real. They don't it wasn't like any other reality TV where I saw them say, you know, Kelly, you've got to get mad at this. They really just
is, and
film it.
they bombard you during practice and during whatever time you have off. They get every bit of real reaction and issues that we go through. So when people come up to me and they're like, are they really that mean to you? Is Kelly really that mean? Or do they really say that? And well, yeah, but we don't take it as she's being so mean to us. It's our job to look good. It's our job to be on time. It's our job, you know.
Right.
So you have to take it like that. We are expected to be in good shape all that stuff that she yelled at us about.
And you know what's interesting, and we've talked about this before, is that Kelly was on Hard Knocks on HBO, and she said, you know, it's interesting because if a football player needs to lose weight or get in shape, the coach will tell him and no one will think anything of it. But the minute she has to tell one of the girls, hey, you need to work on this a little bit or work on that, all of a sudden she's a bad guy.
Right.
Which I kind of understand because you're upholding a brand.
Right. But I mean, for the average woman out there watching the show, they're probably like, these girls look wonderful. How can they possibly think they need to lose 2 pounds or something like that? But to us, I mean, you can really tell. I mean, you've seen that uniform. It's very revealing.
It is.
You can tell every little bit. But, that's one of the things that I would definitely tell people who want to audition is just to make sure that you are in your best personal shape. And not to go crazy and lose all this weight before the audition, because you have to keep that weight the entire season. That's one thing that girls don't realize.
Right, good.
If they lose all this weight before, and then their natural weight is 20 pounds heavier than what they lost for auditions, they have to maintain that the entire year.
Right, they expect that.
Hard.
And I think what I find really interesting, and I think it's good. I mean, when you have Kelly and Judy and the heads of the Cowboys organization there, they do sit through rehearsals, make notes the whole time.
Right. The whole time. Even through games, yeah.
That was something that I found really... I mean, they really try to help each individual person.
Right.
Your hair would be better shorter. You need to do this.
Right. They don't generalize at all. They don't say everybody needs to be this weight or everybody needs to look like this.
No, they like
it's very
it to
specific.
be different.
Right.
Now, just in the interest of fairness, if you are told to lose weight, what happens? Do they provide the tools necessary?
Absolutely. I mean, we have a trainer and we have the facilities to do so, and they can tell you, they can give you meal plans of what to eat, but it really is up to you to make the effort to do it.
And that's one of the things that the dance world misses.
Yeah.
Because for instance, at a few schools that I know of, a few colleges, they tell you lose weight, but they don't tell you how.
They don't
give you the tools.
They don't give you the tools.
I mean, they bring in, you have like boot camp training.
Right.
I know before I would teach choreography for 5 hours, you guys had to be out on the field running miles and push-ups and things like that.
My last year also, they integrated yoga also. So we would switch off with yoga before practice, and then, some days we would just train and do boot camp with our trainer.
Were you guys there ever at the same time?
Yeah. Desiree came in a couple times. Her dances last years. I mean, there's some dances that...
Timeless classics.
Classics that we still do. So
Brick
it's
House,
some of the best choreography.
I love it. Can you guys do it real quick for us in the studio?
Oh, help us. I think Makenzi can.
I probably could. It's been drilled in my brain far.
It's such a great organization.
Yeah.
So, going off that even more, let's go beyond the cheerleading and the dancing part of it. Let's talk about that USO reach out. And,
that's wonderful.
And also meeting amazing people in our government, having dinner with diplomats and things like that.
Absolutely. Oh gosh, that is the one thing that I would never trade for anything. Those, I did 6 USO tours while I was a cheerleader.
Wow.
Because I auditioned for their show group my rookie year, so I did that for 4 years.
Can we explain what that is? Because some real good dancers.
Right, after you make the initial squad, the 34, 36, whatever it is, they have a separate audition for the 12 girls that get to travel. And those are usually the girls that have trained dance background or can sing or can tumble or do specialty things like that and have the time to go away and do, weeks at a time on tour. And after that, then, like I said, I went on 6 of them. So we went to Guantanamo Bay and to South Korea. We went to Iraq and Kuwait and all of these places that I would never have been able to go to if I hadn't auditioned. And I didn't even realize that was what I would be doing when I auditioned. It was a good surprise.
Yeah. Hey, can you stick around?
Absolutely.
Nice. It's usually me saying that. I love your style, Desiree.
I want to get a little bit more information out there with Makenzi, because I think this is a great place for some young women to try out.
And it's good for me because I'm getting to know Makenzi, because I usually don't listen when she talks.
Hey, you're listening to Infinite Dancecast. Follow us on Twitter at iDancecast. We'll be right back.
Artist Simply Human, the workshop experience, a new dance convention featuring an out-of-this-world faculty that will be sure to inspire you, motivate you, and renew your passion for dance. Catch their upcoming tour heading to Kansas City, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Atlanta, New Jersey, Houston, Anaheim. Join them in the summer of 2012 for a one-of-a-kind event in the City of Lights, Las Vegas. For information and to register, visit ashdance.com or call 855-ASH-DANCE. Artist Simply Human, the workshop experience.
Easy to make and take with you on the go. Welcome to Food to Go with Steph and Ro.
I'm Steph.
And I'm Ro.
And this week we're going to talk about farmers markets. Hey, did you do your homework? Did you find your local farmers market?
I did. Though I already knew where it was because I go every week.
I'm lucky I have like 5 in my area.
I have a few options. I have 3. I have 3 options.
That's so great.
But I'm pretty committed to one.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we hope you found one. Okay.
And here's why farmers markets are so amazing.
Totally.
There's several reasons. Like we've already talked about in our last episode, everything's locally grown, so that means that you're getting the freshest food possible. In addition, I feel good about supporting farmers that are in my local community.
And you get to meet them. How cool is that?
You get to meet face-to-face the people who are growing your food.
You could probably even visit their farm if you wanted. I have visited a local farm.
Thank you. That's so cool.
It was such a cool outing.
And the fact that they are local farmers, that means that they are not traveling from far away. We already know about the nutrition that helped. But that also means that we're not polluting the air by, driving our vegetables all over the country.
I know, we're lowering our carbon footprint. We love that. We're addicted to that.
We are. And you know what else I love?
What?
At the farmer's market, there's a whole bunch of different varieties of fruits and vegetables.
Yes.
That are not necessarily at the grocery store.
Yep, absolutely.
So I try more things. And they're less expensive.
I love less expensive.
I mean, there couldn't be any. I love the farmer's market.
Because dancers, we're not rich. Let's talk about it. Okay,
We're not
great.
rich.
I know. Okay, I wanted to tell you, Ro, I watched this documentary called What's on Your Plate. It's these 2 11-year-old girls, and they talk about where your food comes from and how far away it travels, and it's so awesome. You should check it out.
That sounds great. So should I just Google what's on your plate?
What's on your plate? Check it out. Maybe it's on Netflix.
And while you're up on the internet, you can just look up Food to Go with Steph and Ro on Facebook.
Or on Twitter, Food to Go Steph Ro. Check us out. Visit infinitedancecast.com and click on the Food to Go menu
to check out this week's healthy snack. Join us here every week
on Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Have a healthy week.
to make and take with you on the go.
What's up? This is Kenny Wormald, and you're listening to Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast, my favorite dancecast.
And welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Dancecast.
Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDancecast or visit our Facebook page, Facebook.com/Infinite Dancecast.
So I want you to tell a story about having dinner with the generals. Where were you?
That was actually in Dallas that we did that. We met those particular generals and higher ups in the army in Iraq.
That's got to be pretty phenomenal to be having dinner with them. And what I said to you was, did you get to talk to them about military strategy?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
of
she
course
said-
I was like, I'm sure that's what they want to talk about on their time off in Dallas.
Right,
No,
but
it was,
that's what she's saying is that they don't want to talk about that. They're having dinner with the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. This is exciting for them, and this is their escape.
Right.
exactly.
And
But and it was cool meeting them over there in Iraq, where they are the head honcho. They're the main guys that a lot of people want to be able to talk to and you see on TV. But we personally got to see them as human beings, that they also
Right.
have a family and they also have
Emotions
and they're just like us, and to see that they are the ones that are in charge of everything over there makes you feel so much better, because it just makes everything so much more personal, and you know that things are being taken care of.
Let
and
me ask you, how do they prepare you for a meal like that? Like the do's and don'ts? I mean,
they do.
You know
they
what
do
I
take
mean?
us through etiquette classes throughout every year. We have an etiquette class, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. I think most of us forget most of the stuff we learn, but
Which
it's always nice
fork
to know
and things like that.
right? But they don't care.
I know,
Nobody that we would sit down and have dinner with ever would care if we were that correct in what we did with our forks and stuff like that. They really just want our company, and that's another thing that they train us with, is just to talk to them and try to get to know the person and not just the outside of everything.
Right. If you do live in Dallas and you're looking for something like this, something to do because you can't, maybe you're in college, you can't move away yet, it will be something that will give you tools in your life to go ahead and then pursue things like now you've moved out to Los Angeles to pursue other things.
It's a great way for any performer to. It's just a great platform for performers.
Absolutely.
Whether you are, 18 or you're in your 30s, there's no age limit. Also, if you just love to perform and you keep yourself healthy, then there's no limit to what you can do. But also to girls like myself who don't have extensive training in dance. I didn't. Like I said, I was mostly a competitive cheerleader. who just happen to love to perform. And that's what got me in the door. You don't have to feel like, well, because I'm not as good as the girl next to me, I have no hope. I shouldn't try out.
But you're doing a great job, though, because you're working Glee. You're doing all kinds of stuff.
Well, yeah.
And you're acting out here?
That's true. That's very true. So don't get discouraged. If you're not the best that you think you can be as a dancer, that doesn't mean that,
right. And
you're not going to go far.
We talk about
that. It's not about talent all the time.
Right? And everybody's path is different.
Yeah.
It's not. There's no wrong way.
And I can tell you your path right now, Makenzi. Your Kevin Bacon number.
Oh, here we go. I love it.
Okay. You were in Invincible with Gerardo Davalia. Who was in Super with Kevin Bacon.
Amazing.
So your Kevin Bacon number is 2.
Wow, that's
really good. That's really good. And now, your Kenny Wormald number. Now, we know Footloose just premiered.
Yes.
On the 14th of October, smashing in the box office.
Love Kenny.
Yep, Kenny, your Kenny Wormald number, because he's now Ren McCormick's, portraying Ren McCormick. You were in Magic Mike just recently with Channing Tatum, who was in Step Up to the Streets with J-Bug, which sounds a little disgusting.
Yeah.
Who was in You Got Served with Kenny Wormald. Your Kenny Wormald number is 3.
Aw.
That's good.
That's good.
That's
good. So I was going to say, I know him, so do I move down?
Yeah, right. So what's coming up next for you?
Well, I don't know. I'm just going to continue to teach and work with the girls around LA.
And you're acting?
And acting, and just take class and audition like everybody else out here does.
Well, you're doing a great job. I think for only being out here for 2 years, you really have your head on straight. I mean, she's one of the kind of people that you have a bug on you, Desiree. You gotta get it off.
Is it gone?
I don't know. That's what we get for leaving the door open. Well, we want to thank you for coming by, Makenzi.
Oh, thank you. It's so much fun with y'all.
Thank you
You're
very
the best.
much. I think it's good information.
Thank you.
We want to send a special thank you to our producers, Michael Never by the Wayside Benicos, and Emily Boston Cream Pie Brown for producing our show. And most of all, we want to thank you, the listeners, because without you, only our moms would be listening. This is Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. I want to send a special thank you to Makenzi for coming by.
Yeah.
And the bug that's in Desiree's shirt. We'll see you next week.